All right, so this is Tiblio, and it's an amazing online service that helps you find the best trading opportunities. They have multiple different screeners for credit spreads, bull and bear squeezes with a lot of trading activity, option sweeps to follow large trades and big money moves, and a lot more for your different trading strategies. There's a trading board so you can log all your trades as soon as you enter. You're gonna get real-time alerts sent straight to your phone and get a good idea of your percentage of wins and losses. You're gonna get access to fast market news on any stock, and that's valuable in itself. But the best feature is the community Discord group, where you can exchange trading ideas and get guidance from the Tiblio team. So you can sign up for $34.95 a month. That's less than a tank of gas, but make sure that you sign up with my link and get your first month for 20% off. All right, so make sure you check out Tiblio. Join the Black Girl Stocks Options Trading Discord group for my weekly watch list, trading strategies with entry and exit points for your trades, day trading and swing trading ideas posted throughout the day with AI technology, tips, and a community of over 300 options traders. So click the link in the description below to join today. If you haven't already tried out Webull, they're giving away more free stocks when you sign up and fund your account with any amount or transfer over. And you'll get $5 worth of any of these coins when you make your first crypto trade worth at least $1. So sign up with my link in the description below. Oh, okay, hello? All right, I think we're live. Hold on. Get this turned on. Okay. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? This is Foxtail Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks, and this is our Wednesday mid-market recap, okay? Let me see. Alright, so what's going on? We have Rico, Acorn Ridge Homestead, what's up? Hey, Calvin. Yes, make sure you guys click that thumbs up on this video. So I'm not going to keep you guys too long this week for our Wednesday recap. We're just going to talk a little bit about what's been going on. So let's go ahead and let's move on over. Oops. Hold on, let me get this cleaned up. Hold on. Usually we're going to start with SPY just to kind of see what's going on overall in the market. I don't see the where's the ticker symbol? Oh man. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on with this. It's not showing me the ticker symbol right now. I don't know what happened. What? Well, that's okay. So I guess you'll just have to keep up with the stock that we're looking at. But yeah, so you already know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna look into a few of these stocks. Now, what's been going on so far this week has been a mess. So you know, we had our midterm election happened yesterday. What's going on, Pedro? And that's looking a little bit more balanced, I guess you would say that. So they don't really know who has the reins right now, the Democrats or the Republicans. So yeah, that kind of tanked the market today, just that uncertainty. Elon sold more shares of Tesla, seemingly to take over this Twitter deal. So a lot of people are kind of looking at Tesla sideways and wondering what's been going on with Elon and the company. Other people, they're here for it. They said they know that Elon is an entrepreneur. He has been successful. He's a billionaire. And they have faith in him. So they're going to stick beside him. Tesla also hit a 52-week low this week. So that's pretty interesting. Now, if we're just looking at SPY where we are, SPY right now where we are, we've had the same fib lines for a little while. Okay, so I'm comfortable with that. Now, something that's interesting, I don't know if you guys can see this here. You can kind of see we rejected this, this 50% here. So that would be around this 389. This is a key level for SPY. We were kind of moving up every single time we have a relief rally in the down market. Have we hit the bottom yet? Have we hit the bottom yet? I don't know. Okay, let's just relax. Let's just see what happens. So you see that we did kind of rebound off that. She was kind of playing around that 379, but it looks like we rebounded off of that today. And to me, the next level rightfully would be back down to the 367. The MACD looks a little bit weak to me. It's the histogram is getting low. It looks like we may have a bearish crossover. So just kind of going into the rest of the week, I'm probably going to continue my bearish stance on the market. The market dropped massively today. You killed oh man, Tesla, like, bro, if you had Tesla puts today, kudos to you, bro. Now, I know in, hold on. Okay, so, I mean, this is pretty much, we kind of have an idea of where we are with SPY. Let's just move in. This is on the daily chart. Let's move to the 4-hour really quickly. We always like to do a bird's eye approach. Wow. I mean, this is giving me even more, you could, even if you were just looking off pure price action, it looks like our peaks are getting a little lower, similar with our RSI, relative strength index, the similar thing with the MACD indicator. So we're seeing some drop of the peaks. You know what I meant. The peaks are getting a little lower. And you can see we did reject that 379. So for me, an entry going into the rest of the week, really just kind of anticipating it possibly getting back down to that 348. I mean, I'm cool. There's a couple of things that you can do. Now, this is on the 4-hour chart, so just keep in mind this is a little bit further back. For me, I wouldn't mind seeing it cross below that 373. But if you're a little bit less risky, then you can just use the super trend indicator. This is on Webull, and it goes off of trends, support and resistance. I mean, you can kind of see we have a support back here from the 3rd of this month. So that's kind of where we get the super trend values from. So it's pretty legit if you just wanted to follow that for your entry and exit positions. But that's going to be a little bit further back, probably about 371. So, you have a cute little ways to go. But yeah, MACD is looking even more bearish on the 4-hour chart. So that's kind of where I am with SPY. What's going on, Jay? 410 Clout King says it could have a bounce tomorrow. You mean a bullish bounce or a bearish bounce? Let me know. But yeah, this has been a really beautiful week. I mean, okay, so let's look at NIO really quickly because they have an earnings report tomorrow, I believe. 11:10. Yeah, so they have their earnings tomorrow. Do I have okay, I have it here. So they're projected to move at least possibly maybe $10 during this earnings session. So let's move back. I mean, it's looking pretty interesting to me. Let's see. So we can go ahead and probably draw some new fib lines because we've already crossed well below what we were looking at previously. So, she hasn't been doing too well. So let's get some new fibs on here really quickly. Just kind of draw something up. I'm a visual person, so yeah, it's still right there. So, I mean, it's right there. To me, if I was just going off of the MACD histogram, I like to use that as an oscillator. It does look like, it's kind of dropping a little bit. Pay attention to this value here. This is just what I look at. And a lot of times, even if, like, okay, let's say, for example, this is a perfect example. This week in the Discord group, I was pretty bearish on the market. So I opened a couple of SPY puts. But with the midterms, the market rallied. So, hey, what's going on, Claudia? We'll look at NIO. We're looking at NIO right now. Just hold on. Man, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. We have 75 people in here, 17 likes. I don't like that. I need for you guys to click the thumbs up button for me, please. No, but yeah, holding on to those puts during the, during that rally, it was a little bit difficult. But if you just kind of zoom out a little bit, you look at your daily chart, you look at your 4-hour chart, and you pay attention to the MACD, and also I like to look at the EMA slope. And I told you guys, I don't have my book in here today. But that's one of the systems, the trading systems that I always like to use from my favorite man, Alexander Elder. Okay, I need to see if I can get him on the show, because he's still alive. Unfortunately, oh my gosh, the guy that made the RSI indicator, I forgot his name, but he passed away last year from COVID. I'm like, dang, he was still alive. We could have given him his flowers. I mean, it's a mess. Anyways, so yeah, just kind of looking at NIO. Now just be careful because we do have earnings. So actually, let me look and see how they've performed during the last couple of earnings. I mean, you can kind of see right here what happened in September. So they did cute right there. Let's look at this one. A little bit of a dip. A lot of times, sometimes with these earnings, it really just depends on the overall trend that we're in at that moment as well. So, for me, I would probably still be bearish, just kind of looking at the MACD indicators dropping here. But if I was going to do something, let's look at the options. So for me, if you guys are in the Discord, I closed out of my option position today. It was up, I think, 97%, and I had taken profits a few different times on this position. So I bought 4 different contracts. Damn. Is that percent change? Wow. Yeah, I definitely got some cute coins today. My portfolio was up 10%. And then somebody left a comment and they said, oh, if you're getting 10%, it's not too hard to get 10%, especially if you have a smaller account. I started a smaller account just for options, for day trading and swing trading and stuff. So, but yeah, if I was going to get into something right now, the implied volatility is a little bit high, even though the option premiums are really cute. You can really get, a low price option. Just be careful with the implied volatility crush that normally happens after earnings. So I would say do probably a credit spread on that, but because the premiums are so low, I would probably say you can go ahead and just get into a put or something. Just kind of see what the price action is for tomorrow. So for me, just kind of zooming in a little bit closer, if I was going to look into entering a bearish position, I would need to, oh yeah. That's a tough one. So for me, I would really like to see it move below this next key level on my fib lines here. So it'll be about 850. So it's like 50 cents from where it is. And I know that's a little bit further back, but that would just be a really good entry. But something a little bit closer, if you were just going off of the support from today, you could probably say like $9. And that would be a low, below a low up today, below a low of today. And also back on the 3rd. So I'm still going to be bearish on NIO, but just kind of be careful and just wait and see what happens around this key level as well, because it could have a possible rebound. So just kind of wait and see. Bobby Brown, hey Bobby Brown, he said that you think that NIO is going to keep going down. Most dope Andy, today was very interesting. I got out pretty early. I think I was done trading maybe 1 or 12 or 1. You said that, Claudia, you said what is the expiration date on the SPY put that you have right now? What expiration date do you have? I want to, let's see, because SPY, sometimes theirs are kind of high. I didn't know that she had a Discord. I do. It's down. You can join my trading group. Just scroll down below and click the link to join the Discord. It's okay. I'm trying my best, you guys. I have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm kind of trying to juggle a lot. So I do what I can. Okay. Okay, so let's look at something else. You guys, let me know in the comments too what you guys want to look at. Bobby said I'm killing the game. January 23rd. Oh, girl, you have a lot of time left. I wouldn't even worry about it. I wouldn't even worry about it. So, yeah, I can kind of see. How much are you down now? Okay, I'm gonna join. You have good energy. Thank you, I appreciate that. January 23rd or 23, 350. Is it the same one that I opened? Oh, I closed that. I got out of that. It was doing too much. I don't know if that's the same one that I had from yesterday. But yeah, the theta is cute. Delta is really cute. But this is probably like $1,000 position. I don't know. Okay, so something else that's interesting. I was looking at Meta today. Meta had a lot of stuff going on. I know that, let me see their news. Mark Zuckerberg said that he's going to lay off about 11,000 people. So that's more than half of the company, just to kind of focus on certain projects that he said. I don't know. I'm wondering if that whole Meta thing, I mean, they changed the whole name of the company to Meta, and, I wonder if they just kind of jumped the ball with that, because I don't know how that's taken off right now. So I don't know if they bit off a little bit more than they can chew with that. Golly, Meta. I mean, it's not looking good for y'all. I'm sure they'll do okay. So, okay, this is really cute. Now, this is on that 1 hour chart. Let's move back to the daily. I can barely see anything from here. Hold on. Okay, let's move back in a little bit, because the price it's okay. So just one thing I wanted to highlight on Meta, and this is still using the same fib lines that we drew from last week. So you can kind of see we had some bullish movement. Okay, a little bit of a rally. Nothing wrong with that. But it's looking a little weak right here around this next key level. Okay, so now this is with the fib lines. This is around the 23.6%, that $103. So it's looking a little bit weak around there. So we were moving up today, and it just kind of rebounded off that. So what I want to see going into the rest of the week for Meta, because I think I have a position for that. And then there's another thing too. Sometimes with options, a lot of times you're right on your prediction for what's going on, but sometimes the timing is off. So I know for me, sometimes my timing is off maybe by a day or so, So just keep in mind with that. But I'd like to see what happens with Meta if if we're bullish going into the rest of the week, how we react around this 103. So is it going to rebound, or is it going to, rally through that? Then, I would probably say it's going to continue to be bullish. But if it kind of rebounds off of that, definitely I would say bearish. And my next target would be back right back down to this 90. So we'll see what happens with that, child. I messed up, bought it back in October, down 15. That's not too bad. I think you can go, you can get out of that, or you can, I don't suggest averaging down with options. It doesn't work the same with stocks. Because I did that when I was down a few thousand. I was messing around with that Dogecoin mess back in 2021. And when the coin actually started to go back up, I started to average up, but I was still averaging down during the falls. I don't think it works the same with that, with options. But your expiration date is so far out, you could probably do something. So we'll see. Meta was up today. I was looking to see if they were going to put, based on your plays you were looking at this morning when you posted. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we have to see what happens around this 103. If it moves above that, then I would probably say no on that position. But if it rebounds and it continues to move down, I can see it coming back to 90. Hey, what's going on, Pedro? Okay, so I'm gonna do DVN from Pedro, and then we can do MS. Is that right, MS? Sounds like multiple sclerosis. It's terrible. Yes. Okay, DVN. That's Tanya's favorite stock, DVN. Devon, is that how you pronounce it? Okay. Now this is really interesting. Let's look at it from the daily. Oh wow. Okay, so this is from the same fibs that we've been using for the last couple of weeks. Let me take these little symbols off. It's kind of getting in my way. It's great, but I don't need it right now. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. So, I mean, it looks like, okay, and they just had earnings too. Oh, wow, it did terrible for their earnings. Ooh, not good. Okay, so what I really would want to see, because it looks like this moved through our 38.2 level, so it's like $68. So it moved through that. The next level that I would want to look at is 64, like $64. So let's move in just a little bit. And it's getting a little light. You kind of see the trend got a little light, so it might try and rebound off of this 68. So I would just kind of want to wait to see what happens. If it rebounds off of that 68, then I would say it could continue in that uptrend back up to 72. But if it kind of plays around right here and it's weak, then we could see it, kind of start to move back down to 64. So those are kind of some of the, I really like these fib levels because it just kind of gives me zones, kind of zones to play around with. Otherwise it would just kind of look, just look naked to me. I don't know. I like it. I mean, just every time you draw the lines, I mean, it lines up almost perfectly every time. I'm going to make a video on the fibs in a little bit. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about DVN. Let's look and see going into the rest of the week how it performs around this 68. It looks like we have some support there. We've had support there back in October. We had some support there, and we also had some support on the 3rd, and it rebounded back up. So let's wait and see what's going on with that. Hey MD, we didn't look at Tesla's stock, but we kind of did a little, we did a little key, we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we can look at the stock. But let me look at Morgan Stanley first. Oh snap. Now this is something that really happened this week that was fun. So they said that what's that man's name? What's that guy's name? Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett. Child, they said for Q3, I think he spent the most money on stock. Oh girl, this looks cute. Very bullish. Oh well, not on this chart, not on the daily. We need to get into that. Oh, but yeah, so I think he spent maybe $3 billion just in Q3. So Warren, he's doing his thing. Okay, so looking at Morgan Stanley, we've been in an uptrend for a good amount of time. Now we hit this 106 back in February of this year, and it's been getting a little weak from there. Let me see. Hold on. I want to get a percentage because I want to know has this dropped 20% or not. So from 106 down to 70, let's see. Ooh. It's giving downtrend. Okay, so this has dropped about 30. Well, around this time it dropped about 33%. It's kind of moved up a little bit, but I would consider this to be in a downtrend. And just kind of looking at these peaks here with our RSI, it looks like our peaks are getting a little bit lower. So to me, that just kind of, gives me more downtrend incentive. Now, looking at what happened today, it looks like we had a pretty bearish day. Dropped almost $2. So I'm going to be bearish on this. And just looking at the MACD indicator, our values are getting a little low. So I'm going to be bearish on this. Now, if I was looking for an entry, I'm going to draw a fib that's a little bit close. Hold on, let me get back. Let me draw a fib real quick. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. You don't. I don't know if anybody's been listening to this Drake and 21 Savage album, but that's kind of been that's been my theme music for the past few days. Yeah, it's giving. Okay. Now this is something to pay attention to. So what did I say? Did I say I was bearish? Just be careful. This is a mess. I mean, it's definitely looking bearish long term on the daily chart, but when you move in a little bit, it looks like that uptrend, yeah, the uptrend is getting kind of weak. So I would want to see what happens around this 82, this 82.93. So this is the 50% mark. And I'm kind of seeing, okay, it dropped down here, little weak. So if I'm going to, continue to be bearish on this, my entry is going to be across below this 82.90. And once that happens, a couple of things are going to happen. So you would cross below that, and then around that position, you would also be crossing below the 200 period moving average. So that's definitely giving me bearish. Yeah. So that's kind of something that I would want to look for. I definitely need to see a cross below that 82.93. But I'm just really kind of thrown off with this, this little short-term uptrend we've had. Okay, it's been since the 13th. Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks. It's been a little uptrend, but and that RSI kind of dropped too. I would really want to be careful with this, just because the RSI is a little bit low right here where we are. So just wait and see what happens. Now, what I would like to see, because the RSI dropped down so low like that, I wouldn't want to jump right into a put. I would like to kind of see it move up a little bit and rebound off of that 84 again and see if it continues downward. So I don't know. That's kind of how my mind works. CPI, the only thing that I've really read about the CPI data is the grocery store, food and things like that. Those prices are still high. So any type of service dealing with food and things like that in the service industry, those prices are going to be a little bit higher for consumer goods. But as far as retail goods and services outside of food, like apparel and things like that, those prices have gone down. So I think that would kind of, be a decent outlook for the Feds as far as their interest rates, but I still think it's going to be a little high. Do you think the fibs are the same lines as supply and demand? I don't, I'm not an expert on the fibs just yet, but from my understanding, the fib numbers, it's not really based on supply and demand. This is like a calculated formula from way back when. It goes into flowers and patterns and things like that. So I don't think it's based off of supply and demand, but I think a lot of people use it for supply and demand. So please do a video on fib retracements. I asked on Sunday, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm getting a lot of stuff together. I have a notebook of 50 different videos to make, or 50 different topics to make videos. This is a lot of stuff going on, you guys, but I am getting back into the swing. Just be patient with your girl, okay? Skursky. That's an interesting name, Skursky. Hi, what's going on, Joseph Hernandez? That's a pretty name. Or handsome. Men don't like pretty, but I like to say pretty. It's a cute name. Jay, for daily options, which indicator or setup do I prefer? So for me, when I'm doing day trades, you already know I like to keep it in the 5-minute and the 1-minute chart. And I like to use my MACD indicator because I like to use the histogram as my oscillator. I also use the volume profile. So it doesn't have it on Webull, but I have other software that I like to use. Also, it kind of has it. I have it in the Discord group. It's just you have to type in the stock and it'll show you the volume profile, and it just kind of. I sent Webull a message and I asked them if they can add it to their developer list, but it'll just show you the volume based on price. That was the highest, so I've been using volume profile a lot. Oh, and another thing that I've been looking at, you guys, for the options, if you're using Webull, you'll see this. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right one. It's called Option Statistics, and I kind of like to throw that up there. So if I'm looking at NIO or if I'm looking at SPY or something, I like to see, oh, wow, you know, look at how much the calls are outweighing the puts on this price and just kind of things like that. So, yeah. Oh, and another thing. Okay, one more thing. I know I'm rambling, you guys. You ask me questions, I'll give you the answers. Now, another thing that I really like to use for day trading is this order book, because it just gives you a visual representation of who has more control at the time. Is it buyers or is it sellers? So you know that when buyers are high, you know, that's going to push the price up. So if you're day trading, you know, keep a look at this order book over here. I think this is free. I'm not sure. I know I'm paying for some service. I think it's like $1 a month or something. I don't remember, but it is what it is. It's commission free. So, and then on the opposite, when sellers are, you know, taking control, then you'll see that. So, okay. I hope CPI pushes down tomorrow too. I've been a bullish girl lately. I'm not even worried about calls right now. I need the stock market to drop. Just keep dropping. It's fine. Look at it. It looks like it still has some ways to go. Oh, okay. Let's look at Tesla really quickly. Okay. So, what we can do is let's look at Tesla. And then if you guys want to look at something else, we can do that. But then we're going to wrap it up for tonight because I think I want to go skating tonight. I haven't gone out in a while and I just need to relax. So let's look at Tesla and see. Elon is getting on my freaking nerves. I'm so sick of his mess. God, dog, look at this mess. Wow. And I call myself, I have 45 shares of Tesla. So, you know, I don't worry about it too much. Yeah, and that was one of the big things that happened this week. So Elon sold, what was it, $3 billion worth of Tesla shares to take over Twitter, which I don't understand that. And it looks like it's probably going to keep going lower. Now, these are fib lines that actually we can draw new fib lines because these are old. Let's no, we can keep that, but damn it. Hold on. No, I want to do new ones. That messed me up. But from the lines that we did have before, it was right at that 0%. So, and just seeing this strong bearish candle and how light, I mean, we're just getting into a bearish crossover on the MACD. But the RSI is a little bit oversold. So hold on. Let me just draw a little fib really quickly. Yeah, I mean, it's right there. So this, honestly, this is kind of a hit or miss area. because the RSI is so low, I wouldn't mind seeing a cute little move up going into the rest of the week. So I wouldn't doubt that happening. But the overall trend is bearish. So for me, if I was going to look for a bearish entry, I would definitely need to see it move at least to this 175. So if it has a rally for the rest of the week, comes back up, test this 196, fine, let that happen. But just keep in mind, we are still in a bear market. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. The trend is your friend. I love going with the trend. Oops, I messed up my fibs again. Lord have mercy. But you guys, I think you guys you got what I was saying though. And that's just that's how I've been using the fibs. But I mean, of course, the more you use things, the more comfortable you get. You learn new things every week, every month. So I'm just excited to continue to learn more. And better tools. Hey, Connie, what's going? Connie Low. Now that's a cute name. Connie Low. It just has a. I don't know. I like names. I like to watch movies and stuff, so I like characters and things like that. But make going down and up. Yup. Make money going. Yeah, that's the beauty of trading options. All right, you guys. MD said, today I bought 6 put. Damn, I know. Oh, I know you did. Wow. Oh, okay. Sorry. You said you missed the train. I know. I do that sometimes too. I just like to take my profits, and then sometimes the stock continues to move, but you can't beat yourself up because that's only going to make you depressed. So don't do that to yourself. Just know this is how you can think about it. Just think, okay, well, at least my technical analysis was correct, and I'll be able to use that knowledge again on another trade. So please don't beat yourself up. I try not to, I don't know if you guys do this, but if you sell out of a position and you keep going back and you looking at, you look at it, you're like, dang, it's up. I would have been up $500 now if I would have stayed in there. Don't do it to yourself. It's not beneficial, okay? Just close the phone, go drink some water, and let's do it again the next day. What's going on, Martin365? Do I think Tesla will reach 130? Honestly, you never know the way Elon is going. Where's 130? Oh, wow, that's not even that far back. We were at 130. I mean, this was before the stock split, of course, but I mean, if we continue in this trend, if you just kind of looked at patterns, let's look at how far and how long each one of these rallies and dips last. So this one, it went from about 4 to 2, okay? 4 to 2, 3 to 2, okay? And we went from 3 down to 1, okay? So I feel like we could probably have another rally if that happens. But as long as that rally doesn't move above that 321, I know it's like $200. It's a long way. Then I can definitely see us moving back down to that 130 where we would have support. But honestly, for me, I would kind of want to see a rally before that, just looking at how low the RSI is. But we'll see. I never touch options, only shares. I like shares. And it's crazy because as bearish as the market has been, the account that I have the shares in is only down like maybe $100 on a day or $60 with the market as terrible as it's been. But honestly, that's because some of the stocks I have, I have a lot of Oxy, I have a lot of Apple. So some of them are in different sectors too. So that's probably where that offset is. I always look back on trades all the time. I mean, it's okay to do that, but do it if you're journaling or something. So if you do it, look at the stock chart and say, okay, this is where the stock was. This is where I got out. And look and see if there's any things that you can see in the chart that would say, okay, maybe I should have stayed in here going into the next situation, even though it's not always going to be the same. It'll give you a little bit more confidence. Take profits. A pig gets fat and a hog gets slaughtered. Oh my gosh, that's violent. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and let's wrap it up for tonight. We had 84 people in here, 62 likes. I'm still not loving the dynamic, but we'll work with it. All right, you guys. Let me move this over here. Okay, that's right, Bobby. Calvin. Okay, hey Calvin. Ralph Lauren has an earnings report tomorrow, so make sure you check out for Ralph. Calvin. I love a little Calvin Klein piece too. All right, you guys, so that's going to be it for tonight. Tips for teens wanting to be successful with tradings. I have a video on how to trade stocks for teens if you're getting interested. With teens, I know that you legally, I don't think you can have your own account unless it's with a parent. So what I would suggest is, I would say really get involved in the fundamental side and kind of understanding, how to read balance sheets and why you would want to invest in something or a certain sector. The next thing I would say is really get into reading stock charts. And there's an app, if you have an iPhone, there's an app that you should definitely that you should definitely get. It's called Trader Trainer. So trader like a stock trader, and trainer like a workout trainer. This is what it looks like here. So this is a really good app because you can just say, like, you can just kind of look and see what's going on, and you can press stop and play and next stock, short, go long and stuff. So yeah, it's just, sometimes you can just sit in the bed, watch TV and practice. So that's what I like to do. Okay, you guys, I can run my mouth all night. I gotta go. Lagging. I know it might be lagging because I'm on my laptop and I'm not filming from my computer. My camera is still broken. That man has not given me my camera back. It's been a week. So I'm gonna call him tomorrow and see what's going on. Will I be trading? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna play the market. Hey, Brian. Okay. Thanks. Thank you, Sebastian. Bye, Pedro. Yeah, get back into it, 410. I really like this app. It's kind of fun. All right, you guys. So I'll see you later. Love you guys. Bye.